and I'm going to try to do it a little faster because it took longer than I hoped to. So this actually isn't much of a bad thing. Plus I noticed the first two parts were a little bit darker than I wanted, so I sort of switched this way more towards my window where some more natural light will be coming in. I thought the lighting would be okay, but it wasn't quite as good as what I wanted. So I'm just going to run through these a little bit faster than I was. Okay, next is Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb. This one is okay. It's kind of hard to control sometimes, but it's not a half bad game. It's worth checking out in my opinion. Oh, and I also forgot one, because obviously these are in alphabetical order, and I forgot this one last time because it was over by my PS2, and that's Dragon Quest VIII Journey of the Cursed King. And many of you know this is one of my favorite games of all time. It's a really, really great RPG. If you're not... Damn it, I almost broke the thing. If you're not into, you know, just like your basic RPG where there's nothing really revolutionary about this, but and that's how most of the Dragon Quest games are, but it's still a really great game. The landscapes are awesome, everything is awesome about this game, so it's one of the best RPGs on the PS2. You really need to check it out. It is really long though, so you have to have patience for it. Jak and Daxter, The Precursor Legacy. I used to like this one a lot when I was a kid, and I still like it, but I never really got into the rest of the Jak series. But yeah, this is a really great platformer. Jak 2, I just got this recently. I haven't played it. I do plan on playing it. I don't know how I'm going to like the turn with the weapons and all that. It probably will be good, but on a different kind of game, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm definitely going to check this one out. Just Cause, this is basically Grand Theft Auto in South America. At least that's how I played it. I mean, there's missions and stuff. It's not bad, but it's certainly not a good game. I don't know, it's the way he runs is really awkward and funny looking. I mean, it's again, it's okay. If you're a fan of Grand Theft Auto, you'll most likely like this game, but I thought it was just okay. Kingdom Hearts. This is one that is probably one of my other favorite RPGs on the PS2, and this is a really awesome game. I could play this for hours, and I usually do when I sit down and play it. And I've played through it about 4 times so far, and I'm currently doing a Let's Play of it, as many of you know. Same with Dragon Quest VIII. And this is a really, really great RPG, and I'm surprised a lot of the other collectors on YouTube have not actually played through this game, which really surprises me. Because, you know, I find it different, you know. I like Disney movies, so I'm a pretty big fan of that part of this game. And I also have Kingdom Hearts RE Chain of Memories. This is a really good game. It's kind of repetitive, but if you master the card system that's in it, you'll get through it okay. I got this like the day it came out. I was so excited because I never played the one that was on Game Boy Advance. This is a port, so it didn't come out that long ago. But yeah, it's sort of, you know, it does a nice job of tying together the story. If you're a fan of the whole series, definitely get this one so you can tie the story together between 1 and 2. Then, of course, I have Kingdom Hearts 2. Now, the first one I still like a little bit more. I don't know why, maybe just because I've played it more. But this one is really great, too. It's a little bit longer, and there's more worlds and everything, but you still get to go back to where you started in the first one. So, yeah, there's more characters. It introduces you to other things, you know, that is continuing now with the newer Kingdom Hearts game coming out. And, so, yeah, this one's really great, too. Lego Batman, I've played a little bit of this. I like the Lego Star Wars games, but I haven't played much of the other ones like this one or Indiana Jones. I do want to play them a little bit, but from what I've played, I do like this. I just never dropped it. Never have gotten around to playing much of it. Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, this game was like a couple bucks, and it's crap. I hate this game. I never played through like more than 15 minutes of it. It's very confusing. It's hard to control. It's a really bad game, so I do not recommend this one. I have the Game Boy Advance version, and that one's way different than this, and it's actually a little bit of fun. It's still not great, but it's way better. Now this Lord of the Rings game is awesome, the Two Towers. This is the one that's based off the movie. The other one is not based off the movie. And this one is really great, especially when you have like two people playing. And yeah, it's basically you just go through these levels and fight all the people, and it's like a mini RPG. And I said that wrong, by the way. This is only one player. I meant Return of the King as the next one. It's sort of like an RPG, but you know, you only go to like level 20 or something. But yeah, so you can get there pretty fast, but this is a really great one too. This one I like even better because there's more characters. It keeps the same feel of the Two Towers, because in the Two Towers you only have like 4 characters. This one you have almost all the characters. You have more levels, plus you can do 2-player co-op, and you can also do online on this one, which I've never done, but I've always wanted to, so maybe eventually I will, if anyone still plays it. But yeah, this is an awesome one too. Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. Now, I'm obviously a huge Lord of the Rings fan, so I think that's what made me like this game. But, I don't know, I've heard very mixed reviews about it. As a Lord of the Rings fan, I found it quite enjoyable to, you know, go through. You have a different party of characters, and you're going through and sort of backtracking behind where the Fellowship went on their journey through all 3 of the movies. So, it's longer than the other Lord of the Rings game, and it's more of a straight RPG. Turn-based. The other one is more of an action RPG. But yeah, I found it a lot of fun. You get to team up with characters from the movies, and the story and everything. So I found it to be quite enjoyable. It's shorter than a lot of the RPGs I play, but yeah, I thought it was really great. It's worth checking out, especially if you like Lord of the Rings. Mad Maestro, this one's a pretty interesting music game. I found it quite challenging. I've played through a good bit of it, but I did get stuck and I couldn't beat part of it. I don't know, I'm not very great at it, but it's not half bad. It's only a few bucks at GameStop if you can find it, so I would get this if you see it. Madden 2005 Collector's Edition. I don't know, the Collector's Edition, it means it's like for the 10th anniversary or 15th maybe, and that's basically, it means that it has a bunch of like the old classic ones from the Genesis and stuff like that on it. And you know, I've played it a little bit, but I'm not huge into the Madden series. You know, like I said before, I like that ESPN 2K series better. So yeah, I mean, I have this, but I haven't played it in forever. MLB 2K5, I played this a little bit. I got it at Target like a long time ago because I just randomly wanted a baseball game, and it's one of the few games I've actually bought at Target. And I don't know, it's okay. I've never been huge into baseball games though, so. Medal of Honor Frontline, this is one that I had a long time ago, and I think this is still the same copy. And I love this game. I've beaten it several times. You know, not recently, but when I was younger I played it a lot. And me and my friend would always play it and stuff. And it's a really good World War II game. You know, I'm not big into the Medal of Honor series anymore. I know there's a few new ones. Last one I played a little bit of European Assault, and that's it. But I haven't played any of the other ones that are more recent. So it was good back then. Not as great now. I usually play Call of Duty now. Then I also have Rising Sun. You know, this one's more of the Pacific campaign, while that one is the European campaign. So this one is good too. I never played it quite as much as the other one, but it is really good too. It's about the same. You know, same controls and everything. Mercenaries Playground of Destruction. I play this for hours, and, you know, it's one of those that's sort of like, you know, I just go in there with the cheats and, you know, get all this money, and then you can get drops and fly helicopters around and blow everything up and get all these weapons and go kill all these people. You know, that's what makes it fun. But I also played through all the missions and everything, and that part's fun too. So yeah, this one's definitely worth getting. I have not played the second one. Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. I've only played a little bit of this one. I do hope to get into this because I haven't been great into the Metal Gear Solid series. You know, I have several of the games, I just never have really played them that much. This is the one that I have played all the way through. This is Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. And this one is, I had a lot of fun with it. The bosses were a lot of fun to try to figure out how to do them, you know. And then just trying to keep the stealth. I did try to keep the stealth more than I did just try to kill everybody. That's the key with this one. You know, I had a lot of fun with this one while I played it. MVP NCAA Baseball '06. This one I only played a little bit of. I like college baseball, but, you know, again, I don't like the sports games all that much, so...